What's going on, guys? You saw the thumbnail. So last year we got this lovely versatile fragrance. This is Polo 67 Eau de Toilette. My buddy Dedrick's favorite designer release of the year. This was his number one. A lot of people love this one, myself included. It's fruity, has pineapple, but doesn't smell like a Ventus. Nice and fruity, nice and woodsy. There's a little bit of a smoked element to that woody vetiver. Like, it's aromatic. It's simple, yet highly versatile and enjoyable. It's like a poster child for Polo as a brand from Ralph Lauren. It's a great fragrance. So with the EDP, we've got some big shoes to fill. We've got a PR package that some of you probably seen a lot of other content creators get. Comes with the hat and everything. Ralph Lauren's PR reached out, asked if I was interested. This is exactly why I waited on buying it. A lot of you know I've said it publicly in live streams. Because I was on their PR list, they've sent me other things. Like, they've sent me like 2 or 3 bottles of this that I've gifted to family and, given away in my member streams and stuff like that. Polo Red EDT, Polo Blue EDT, just random stuff. So it's like, I pay it forward with them. I had a feeling I might get this, so I was patient. Worked out. I ended up not having to buy it because last year I bought this, and then a month later they're like, hey, we'd love to send you if you want to check this out and fill out this form. So there's no strings attached with stuff like this, guys. I don't do stuff that has strings attached, contrary to belief. I don't. So sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shouldn't. If it falls in between, I'll tell you why it falls in between. So big shoes to fill. Let's see if it measures up. Stay tuned. So, PR package. I mean, it's nothing special. Comes with that hat that you've seen everybody else have. And then underneath here is the bottle, which we'll get to that. I guess for shits and giggles, bottle feels heavier. I guess for shits and giggles, I'll wear the hat while we're doing this. Decent quality hat. It's a Ralph Lauren Polo hat. Your gift, the Polo 67 baseball cap. Sure. So it's a snapback adjustable. So normally, most snapbacks, all of them for me. But since I'm cutting, 44 days out from my first of 2 shows, by the way. Let's go 1 extra snap. See if that does the trick. That was too tight. So I actually can stick with, not all hats are created equally. This is not New Era or 47 brand, you know? It's Ralph Lauren. So what the hell? We'll wear it. This is a nice hat. Suits me. If I wasn't wearing, red Adidas pants, I might rock it the rest of the day. But no, I'm not going to. So we have the card. We're not looking at the other side. Aaron Judge, apparently, is the poster child for this. Shout out to Aaron Judge with the Polo 67 print on the baseball bat. I'm not looking at the back side of the card. We're going to leave it face down over here because I don't know the notes. I don't want to know the notes. Before we spray, because we're going to spray 1 on each hand. Let's look at the bottle. Let's compare. I think that metallic silver makes it pop a lot more than it's outlined in the same white. So the logo does look better. I think it looks better. It does. It pops a little more. I like this cap and collar setup more, but I like this logo setup more. Same old, same old. So on my left hand, we're going with the original. We'll do 2 sprays on the NWO logo. So remember, NWO hand, the original EDT. God, this smells good. Nice and fruity. On the rose, on the other hand, we're going with the new. God, that smells so good. See what I'm saying? The big shoes to fill for this one. So we'll give that a second. It smells a little more fresh, spicy. I can tell you right now, out in the air, the original smells fruitier. We'll just hold each bottle in each hand that it's in. This smells fruitier. This smells a little more fresh, spicy out in the opening. That's familiar. It smells redundant to something else, aside from its own flanker. Yeah, the opening's better in the EDT. And I like spicy fragrances, but this opening's just really good. The opening in the EDT is the better fragrance. Just initial blast. I get the feels. I get all the feels more with the original. That is so familiar. It's not as fruity. I feel like they switched out the fruitiness. It's not. It doesn't necessarily have that juicy pineapple smell. I feel like they switched out the fruity note, or added a fruity note and balanced it to where it doesn't smell the same. It's a little bit spicier. Kind of gives me a little bit of, if you took that smoky element that I get out of Ralph's Club Parfum, I feel like you'd be left with something similar to this. This is really similar to something else. My scent memory is being triggered like, you know this fragrance. And it's not just because it's this. Like, it's something else it reminds me of. I'm leaning to the original just in this opening. I really am. This still smells good, but I mean, just in the moment, gun to my head, I'm sticking with the EDT here. That does smell good, though. It's a little touch bubble gummy. This is really familiar. Somebody in the comment, because a bunch of you probably have this already that's watching the video, and you're like, it's like this, it's similar to this, Ross, TLTG, this. I don't know, because I've done my best to stay as blind as possible to this. I haven't seen a single note breakdown that I can recall. It's a little bit more on the woodsy side. It doesn't have that smoked vetiver smell to it. There's a spicy element here. Not necessarily like peppered or anything like that. It could be, though. That could be. What is this similar? It's driving me nuts. So we'll compare that note card in a moment. I want to pull up Parfumo.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, Eau de Toilette, 8.7 out of 10 with 10 ratings of our fresh, sweet, synthetic, fruity citrus. So they did change it. So it was pineapple in the original. It's bergamot and green mandarin with cardamom. So there's your spice. Cypress, there's more green. The pineapple's still there, but in the heart. So they enhanced it with some citruses. That's why it's a little different. It has the lavender, sesame seeds, benzoin, cedarwood vetiver. So not a big departure in the note breakdown. They added a few things. On here, the only thing they relate it to is the original. Let's pop over to Troll Grantica real quick just to see if anybody's saying anything of relevance and not just like some troll bullshit like they normally do. It's good for that. Did they not have it? Here's regular Polo 67 and then a Team USA one. Did they not have the EDP on here? They don't have the EDP on there. Okay, well, shout outs to Troll Grantica for not being current. That's surprising. Let's see what the notes say on the card. They just give you 3. A new fragrance for the man who relentlessly pursues his passions and consistently propels toward greatness. Key notes of pineapple, cedarwood, benzoin. It's so much more than that. They don't list the spice or anything. Note card's nice, though. Bold, addictive, sensual. Sure. That's the biggest difference here is the spice, but I feel like it relates to the Ralph's Club Parfum a little bit. That's what's coming to mind that I think I'm getting elements of. The lavender's setting in, the fruit is setting down. So as it's settling down, it's better. As it's settling down, it's the better fragrance. It's only been a few minutes. The opening blast is superior in the original Eau de Toilette to me. The Eau de Parfum, once you get a few minutes in, starts to become a deeper fragrance. It's a better fragrance. So if the more it settles down, the better this one's getting over this one. This is going to be the better fragrance for the longer duration. So this is the better fragrance. I tell you now, this is going to be the better fragrance through the life of it. I'm going to wear it in the next couple of days. I'm wearing Acqua di Gio Essenza today. Shout outs to Jay, Smooth Operator, for sending that to me. I got that in yesterday. And a review has been requested on that discontinued fragrance. I'm surprised. And then I did bump Supremacy Not Only Intense down. I might bump it down one more round so I can wear this. And I'll save it for the weekend or something. But Yeah, where I'm standing right now, this opening's like 9 out of 10. Just so fun, fresh, fruity, woodsy. It just smells really good. Whereas the opening here's like 8. It's toned back a little bit. You get more citrus and like all the listing of bergamot, cardamom, green mandarin, you get a big dose of that blend. Then as it starts to settle, now the lavender, the pineapple, and the woods and everything are starting to come in a bit more. Touch more ambery and warm, but still very fresh. This is the better fragrance. I'm going 8.5 out of 10 initial impression on Polo 67 EDP. I think this is actually a great fragrance because this is a great fragrance. So if you can take what's good about this, which they left a little bit of the magic of the opening of this one out, it's not as good of an opening. Still a good open, still a pretty good opening, but it's not as good of an opening as this. But it's an actual evolution. It's an actual flanker. If it has a slightly richer sillage and it's a little bit warmer of a fragrance, which it seems like it's going that direction of being a slightly warmer fragrance, then to me, it's a true concentration flanker. It doesn't lose or lack any of the freshness of this one. It's more citrus than just fruity, whereas this one's more fruity. So there's balancing differences here and a few additions. Overall, good effort out the gate. It is initial impression. I'll update you guys in the weekly rotation because I'll probably wear this tomorrow. At the recording of this, I definitely want to wear Aqua di Gio Essenza. But Polo 67 EDP, I think it's a good release. So the inevitable is going to be a Parfum next, right? That's the inevitable. Big shoes to fill here. It can't be super redundant because this is redundant. But it's not super redundant. There are some slight differences here, especially in the opening. It does smell like an evolved version of this. So mission accomplished, I think. So, yeah. I had gave this an 8 originally, and I stuck to that 8 after spending time with it. I think it's a great fragrance. 8.5 initial impression. To be determined if it goes up or down or stays the same, but 8.5 out of 10 great. Well, that's my initial impressions on Polo 67 EDP. I'm glad I waited. Thank you, Ralph Lauren's PR team, Ralph Lauren Fragrances, for sending this my way. Now that the review is over, because this does not match the pants that I am wearing. It's fine with a gray shirt, and then I'm rocking these again today. Still wearing my slides. So a lot of red and gray going on for the theme today, so navy blue is not really going to work. Maybe tomorrow. You know, maybe it's actually a nice hat. I will wear it. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Thanks for spending a little bit of your Wednesday morning with me. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. I'll try to see if there's any discount links anywhere for Polo 67 EDP. I don't know where it's available at as far as discounters. It might just be some retail spots I can find. I'll have it linked through YouTube's affiliate network for sure. I'm sure they got it at a few retailers there. Get out and sample it if it interests you. If you do like the original, you're probably going to like this one. There's redundancy, but it's also an evolution at the same time. So I like what they did here. I like the route they're going. I'm curious to see if next year we get a Parfum, and if that's even warmer, maybe add a little bit of a smoke nuance, but don't smell exactly like Ralph Club Parfum, because they start adding this. If you add a smoky accord, like if you make that vetiver smoky in this, like it is in Ralph's Club Parfum, it'll smell pretty much like Ralph's Club Parfum. It'll smell too much like it, so they'll have to do their homework and handle business. But once again, appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.